Sims, a former NFL quarterback, on a player that needs to break through this season. This from NBC Sports Pro Football Talk.
Well, this is easy. Like, ding, 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 we got a winner, okay? His name is Deshaun Watson. That's right, Deshaun Watson. He is got the greatest contract in the history of football, and he's played, 15, 16 games so far? And this is going into year 3 of the contract. So, yeah, this is a big year. And then we saw last year, like, oh, okay, oh, it looks like it's getting better. Oh, he's banged up. Oh, it looks like it might get better. So we've yet to see him play 2 or 3 games of high-quality football. And then, of course, we saw Joe Flacco come in and play some high-quality football and go to the playoffs and then be dangerous. And, yeah, that's part of the reason that you talked about earlier. They got rid of Joe Flacco. But to me, it's a big year. It's a big year for the Browns and Watson and all of it, because if it doesn't look right and it doesn't go well, man, the contract's going to look like one of the dumber contracts in the history of football.
With that, let's welcome in Tim Bielik from the Plain Dealer, cleveland.com. Tim, again, I preface this by saying Chris Sims is a guy that before last year thought Watson was going to have a huge season. What he says is fair to a point. Joe Flacco played well. Just remember, if Joe Flacco turned the ball over a lot, you can't continue to do that.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much about the way Joe Flacco played at the end of last season, and I think we all have to understand, obviously it was successful. Obviously it helped get the Browns in the playoffs, but like you said, there were a lot of negative plays. From an analytics perspective, it felt unsustainable, and you kind of saw that bear itself out in the wild card game when he had those 2 pick sixes that really put the game away in Houston's favor. So, yeah, Joe Flacco did a lot of things, but, it's hard to disagree with what Chris Sims said about Deshaun Watson. But the bottom line is, I've said it all offseason, probably going to say it again, throughout the season. He's got to stay on the field. He's got to find a way to protect himself better, because if he's out there, for 5, 6, 7 games in a row, you have to imagine he's just got so much natural talent that I can't imagine just left after, hardly having played, a grand total of 11 games. 11 and a quarter games, I should say, over the previous 3 seasons. You still don't lose talent. You still have that. Maybe it takes time to get up to speed. You saw some of that at the beginning of last season. But, you also saw flashes. You saw plenty of what he still is. The Titans game, the Cardinals game, the second half of the Ravens game. Obviously, that's still there. The biggest thing is, again, he's got to stay healthy. He simply has to, if he's going to, prove that what the Browns paid as far as assets, what they paid as far as, that contract. If he's out there and he stays out there consistently, I think he'll perform to the level that I think a lot of people expected. Maybe it's not top 5 quarterback, maybe it's 6th or 7th. And for this team, I think that's plenty good enough.
Yeah, he did not play 4 games consecutively. So, and at quarterback, 11 guys, you're trying to play in rhythm. So those are the things you want to see. Let's get him some sustained play in the offense and see what it looks like.